Coverage of Dowling Catholic sports is underwritten by Ashworth Vision Clinic, Construction Professionals, Mercy One, the Catholic Tuition Organization, Fast Signs in Clive, Blessman International, Skeffington's Formal Wear, and Boson the Florist. Thank you for supporting Iowa Catholic Radio.
And a very pleasant good evening and welcome to girls postseason basketball, the regional finals. The winners tonight move on to the Girls State Basketball Tournament, which begins this coming Monday, March 3rd. Alongside Mike Burkert, I'm Mark Hamadale. We are live here at the Dowling Catholic Gym. For region number 2 in Class 5A, it'll be Dowling Catholic, second ranked in 5A, hosting number 15th ranked Cedar Rapids, Washington, the Warriors from Eastern Iowa. And Mike, you've been alongside this in front of us on the bench and up here in the booth. This is the night that you punch your ticket to the state tournament, and both these teams looking to do that. Both these teams having tremendous regular season and now trying to push it forward here in the postseason. And welcome, Mike Burkert.
Oh, thanks, Mark. Yeah, this is the type of game that you gear your whole season for. Just to get to Wells Fargo, get to the state tournament is the goal, because once you get there, that's when you can set your sights on trying to win a state championship. Both teams have done an excellent job to get to this point. They've kind of taken different routes. One from Eastern Iowa, one from Central Iowa. So far, it appears this season, as we've talked about all year, is that most of the power is in the Central Iowa and in the CIML with 1 through 4 pretty much all season. So Dowling is probably a little more battle-tested. Played a few more ranked teams than Cedar Rapids, Washington has, but you still got to play the game.
Absolutely, and that regular season, you battle through it, especially your conference. The CIML has 7 of the 9 teams in that conference, not only ranked, but also playing tonight. A couple of them are going to meet each other a couple of games, and we're going to talk about some of the brackets going on. But the number 1 seed in Class 5A is Johnson. They're hosting Ames in Region 1. And all these games tip off at 7 o'clock. Region 2 has Dowling Catholic, the 1 seed, hosting Cedar Rapids, Washington, the 2 seed. Region 3 has number 1 seed Waukee Northwest hosting Ankeny, a battle of the 2 of the CIML teams. Region 4 has Ankeny Centennial hosting Southeast Polk, and another 2 CIML teams going to go head-to-head. The winners move on to the state tournament next week. Okay, Region 5, Cedar Rapids Prairie, the number 1 seed. They take on Iowa City West in Cedar Rapids. Pleasant Valley, number 1 seed, takes on second-ranked Waukee in Pleasant Valley tonight in Region 6. Region 7 has Davenport North, the 1 seed, taking on Cedar Falls, the 2 seed. And finally in Region 8, number 1 seed is Iowa City Liberty. They are hosting City High of Iowa City, also at 7 o'clock. So we'll have reports, I know, from that game. We're going to try to keep updates from some other of these 5A regionals at halftime, because we're all going to find out who's going to play Monday morning or Monday mid-afternoon at the Girls State Basketball Tournament with these 8 games tonight. And they look like dandy. Some of them are rematches. Some of these are teams that haven't played each other, like Dowling and Cedar Rapids, Washington. They've had 1 meeting, and that was 4 years ago last night in Cedar Rapids, and the Maroons came out on top 44-42 4 years ago. So Dowling and Cedar Rapids, Washington have not met, have not scrimmaged, and here we are tonight.
Yeah, Washington has historically a very good program. I think Absolutely. They won a state championship. I'm going to try to remember back to your notes, 95, I think, maybe. That was with the head coach now, Chris James's dad, Paul James. He took him to 2 state titles. You're exactly right. Right, but they're consistently one of the top, 15 teams in the state year after year. So it'll be a challenge for both teams.
Yep, 1988 and 1995, Cedar Rapids, Washington were state champs under the legendary coach Paul James, who is here tonight. He's sitting there sitting with us because we're in the visiting bleachers, but we're behind the scores table. He's sitting behind the bench over there at Cedar Rapids, Washington. They come in with their blue uniforms, white numbers, and Dowling in their home white uniforms with maroon numbers and trim. We're going to take a break. Come back in 1 minute. Matt Wilcom is our studio producer tonight. We appreciate Matt substituting for Roman. Hopefully Roman's feeling a little bit better, his son. But we'll be back to the Dowling Gym. It's Dowling and Cedar Rapids, Washington. 5A regional final. The winner moves on to the girls' state basketball tournament. We'll have more pregame and starting lineups coming up here on the Iowa Catholic Radio Network.
Support for Iowa Catholic Radio is provided by Ashworth Vision Clinic. Complete eye exams, contact lenses, glasses, glaucoma testing, and urgent eye issues. 515-440-4610. AshworthVision.com.
Support for programming funded by Blessman International. We bring the good news of the gospel to South African children and their families through faith formation and locally sustainable programs. As the Fellowship of Christian Athletes location for all South Africa, our Sports for Christ complex provides student access to friendly competition where discipline and dedication are developed. Learn how you can support programs like Sports for Christ or experience the hands-on engagement of a mission trip at blessmaninternational.org.
Support for programming is provided by Construction Professionals, serving customers through a proven process, creating unique design, functionality, and artistic beauty. Construction Professionals is a Catholic family business built on a strong foundation. cpcustomhomes.com.
And we're back here at the Dowling Catholic Gym here in West Des Moines, about ready for the Class 5A regional final. Girls basketball, Dowling and Cedar Rapids, Washington. Both teams come in on winning streaks. Both teams have won 6 in a row. Dowling's won 14 of the last 15 games, and Cedar Rapids, Washington, they started out the year 2-5 before Christmas, and they've now won 9 of their last 11. They're 11-4 since January 1st. The tall tale here, Mike Burkert, is versus ranked teams. Cedar Rapids, Washington is 3-7. Dowling against ranked teams in the top 15 is 13-3. So a little bit difference there if you go strength of schedule. But Dowling's record 19-3. Cedar Rapids, Washington 13-9.
Right, and they've had some common opponents.
Yes, they have.
They played Valley, lost to them 74-53, and they lost to Waukee 75-48, whereas Dowling went 4-0 against those teams, winning by probably an average, looks like, of about 25 to 30 points a game. So not that means anything, because you still got to play the 32 minutes now.
That is very true. All right, let's take a look at our starting lineups tonight. We want to welcome the Cedar Rapids Washington Warriors and their head coach. We had a nice conversation with yesterday. Chris James in his 9th year, 102 wins, 92 losses. His dad, Paul, was the head coach from 1979 to 2003 with state titles we mentioned in 1988 and 1995. And Frank Howell, the late Frank Howell, tremendous person. Got to know him when he moved on to Graceland College. He coached from 2003 to 2016. The assistant coaches for Cedar Rapids Washington Gals are Joel Decker, Nick Shaw, Candace O'Donnell, and Leilani Beard. And the Warriors come in with a record of 13-9 and a number 15 ranking in Class 5A. They'll start at one guard. Aliciona Westerfield, a 5'7" sophomore. She'll wear number 14 tonight, not number 0 as she normally was, but she'll be in number 14. The other guard is Samantha Becker, a 5'8" junior wearing number 4. The third guard is Lilybell Barker, 5'7" junior. It leads the team and made 3-pointers with 30. She'll wear number 32. And the other guard is Haley Becker, a 5'7" junior wearing number 50. And at center, Sierra Dubia. Dubia is 6'3" sophomore, and she is our leading rebounder, averaging 9 rebounds a contest. The Warriors come in averaging 60.5 off on the offensive end and giving up just under 52 points on defense. And again, they've won 9 in a row. For Dowling Catholic, the Maroons will go with their usual starting lineup, including their captains. The point guard is Captain Ava Zedeker, a 5'10" senior, averaging 19 points, leads the team in scoring, shore number 13. The other guard is Captain Layla Trenton, 5'9" senior, averaging 9.5 points, shore number 15. The third guard is Katie Moeller, a 5'11" sophomore, averaging 9.5 points. Moeller will wear number 11. At one forward, Captain Ellie Olson, 5'10" senior, and she'll wear number 5. And at center, Ellie Moeller, 6'2" junior, averaging 16.5 points, 11 rebounds, which leads the team, and she'll wear number 23. And the Maroons are coached by head coach Kristen Meyer in her 9th year at Dowling, 165 wins, 57 losses. She's assisted by Joel Danner, Audrey Faber, Tom Donahue, Lisa Morrissey-Smith, Jonathan Vanderraw, and Logan Greiner. Dowling's record 19-3, ranked second in 5A, averaging 64 points on offense, giving up 44.5 points on defense. And Mike, any keys that you see in this matchup as we're about ready to tip off here after the national anthem?
Yeah, Mark, for Dowling, they just need to make sure they play good, solid defense. They can't foul unnecessarily, and they need to get their transition game going. That's going to be key. And for Cedar Rapids, Washington, they need to limit their live ball turnovers so the Dowling transition.
Okay, we'll be back after this timeout on Iowa Catholic Radio.
Hi, this is Dr. Dan Ryan, president of Dowling Catholic High School, and welcome to another season of exciting Dowling High School basketball. We are proud to be partners with Iowa Catholic Radio, not only broadcasting basketball, but also being partners in preparing Christ-centered leaders for life. Go Maroons!
Hello, my name is Father Reed Flood. Let us pray together for the coaches, players, and trainers for this athletic competition this evening. In the name of the Father, and of the Son, and of the Holy Spirit, amen. Heavenly Father, we thank you for all your gifts. We ask that you bless all those involved in this athletic competition this evening. We ask that you keep them safe, and that they show good sportsmanship. We ask this through Christ our Lord. Amen. Saint Sebastian, pray for us. In the name of the Father, and of the Son, and of the Holy Spirit. Amen.
Support for Iowa Catholic Radio is provided by Ashworth Vision Clinic. Complete eye exams, contact lenses, glasses, glaucoma testing, and urgent eye issues. 515-440-4610. ashworthvision.com.
Support for Iowa Catholic Radio comes from the Catholic Tuition Organization. Reduce or eliminate your Iowa income tax and instead give to the Catholic Tuition Organization and receive 75% Iowa tax credits. These tax credits are going fast, so reserve yours today and learn more about the Catholic Tuition Organization at ctoiowa.org. ctoiowa.org. The bottom line, it's for the kids and their futures.
Catholic Tuition Organization, a great investment in our kids. KWKY Des Moines, KIHS Adel, KDVM Mason City, KCSL Spencer.
All right, we're back here at the Dowling Catholic Gym, 5A regional final here on the Iowa Catholic Radio Network alongside Mike Burkert. I'm Mark Amadale, and Mike, you got to look at, you mentioned the keys before we went to the national anthem. Go ahead and finish.
That one stuck up on us there.
Finish your thought.
Yeah, no, for Dowling, they just need to take care of the basketball and do the things that they've done well all season. For Cedar Rapids, Washington, they need to limit their live ball turnovers so that Dowling can't get into that transition. They need to be able to rebound the basketball, and they need to have a good game out of Samantha Becker. She's their leading scorer. She's gone off for over 30 points a couple of times this year. And if she's on, they have a really good chance. All
right, the tip is up and controlled by Cedar Rapids, Washington. They get the first shot of the ball game, top of the key for three, no good by Haley Becker, and the rebound out to Dowling. Maroons immediately down court. Here's Zediker with it. In the corner it goes on the right side to Tritton. They lob it underneath, and a shot up and no good by Ellie Moeller. Her shot was blocked that time by Sarah Dubia, and a whistle and a foul on Dubia. That'll be the first foul of the ball game on Cedar Rapids, Washington. Dubia came over to help.
Yeah, Dowling was patient, got the ball inside. Washington, their post player is 6'3" also, and she's a solid 6'3". She gets in foul trouble. That's their only tall person they've got, really.
Both free throws good by Ellie Moeller. Dowling leading 2-0. Full court pressure by the Maroons, but Warriors break it all the way down, and scoring is Samantha Becker. That was a tremendous X and O's move by the Warriors as they get their first basket. We're tied at 2. Dowling and Washington, and underneath Tritton gets loose on the right side, and Layla Tritton shoots and scores her first basket of the night. Dowling up 4-2. Now a turnover. Here's Katie Moeller with the steal off that full court pressure by the Maroons. Haven't seen that a whole lot this year by Dowling, and we've seen it early tonight. At the free throw line is Olsen. In the corner to Zediker. Good defense by the Warriors. Now to Katie Moeller. Pull-up jumper on the baseline. Up good. Katie Moeller faked the three, dribbled down to the baseline, and shot a 10-footer.
Yeah, she's been shooting the ball really well in the last few games, and it's nice to see her get off to a good start like that.
Dowling leading by 4, 6-2 over Cedar Rapids, Washington. Now here's Aliciona Westerfield, a shot from the right elbow, no good. Rebound Dowling. This is Katie Muller. And now over to Zediker for 3 from the right side, no good. The ball safe from going out of bounds, but they say Olsen, who saved it for Dowling, stepped on the baseline of the Cedar Rapids, Washington basketball. A couple sets of sisters in this contest for Dowling. Katie Muller and her older sister Ellie. Ellie, a junior at 6'2", leads the state in block shots. Katie, 5'11", sophomore. And for Cedar Rapids, Washington, the Becker sisters, Samantha and Haley, are twins, but they're not identical twins. So, and they're both in the starting lineup. All right, Washington with the ball underneath. Katie Muller shot, blocks a shot of Lily Bell Barker. They did a nice little pick for her on the baseline, Mike, to try to get her open, but Muller with the block.
Yeah, that was a nice offensive set. Just the length of Dowling that we talked about before. She couldn't get the shot over the top of her there when she got in close to the basket.
All right, here's Westerfield in the lane. Her shot no good. Rebound Dowling and Tritton. The Maroons want to run, and now Tritton turns the ball over, and now the ball slapped out of the hands of Westerfield, but into the hands of her teammate, and that's Lily Bell Barker with it. Dowling stays man-to-man. We haven't seen any zone tonight, although we have seen full-court pressure by the Maroons. Here's Dubia underneath in the lane. Her shot too strong, no good, and a rebound out to Dowling. Maroons in transition. Ball stolen away. Westerfield with another steal. One thing I noticed about the stats coming in, Westerfield 45 steals, Samantha Becker 49, Haley Becker 45 steals, and they've been in Dowling passing lanes and have caused a few turnovers here early, Mike.
Yeah, they have. Dowling's tried to get that transition going and made a couple passes probably that were ill-advised, but the Washington girls were right in the right spots, though.
Well, we played 3 minutes. Dowling leads by 4, 6-2. 5 on the shot clock. Here's Dubia with it. She won't shoot it, and we're going to have a shot clock violation, and we do. 3 seconds in the lane before on Dubia. So it'll be Dowling basketball and a turnover and good defense by the Maroons. They really got out in the passing lanes.
They did.
Now we got a 30-second timeout called by head coach Chris James of Cedar Rapids, Washington, in his 9th year. We want to welcome our supporters of Iowa Catholic Radio who have been with us throughout the season. They include Ashworth Vision Clinic, along with Blessman International, Bozen the Florist, and Construction Professionals. And Mike, what are some of the early numbers we've had? We've seen some turnovers by both teams early.
Yeah, both teams have 2 turnovers so far. Dowling was able to score on the first 3 possessions, but since that time they've had missed 3-pointer by Ava and then 2 bad passes off of their own steals that they made.
Our officials tonight, William Dotson, along with Chris Lynch and Travis Carroll. Congratulations to them, that crew, in making the regional finals. 1 of 8 going on tonight. Dowling with the ball of the timeout. Get the ball underneath to Olsen. She can't get off a shot. Goes underneath the basket. Gets it over to Katie Muller. Now Ellie with it. Tries to lob underneath to Ole. And a whistle. And they say Ole stepped out of bounds. Ellie Muller may have led that pass just a little too strong.
Yeah, I think that one was more on the passer than the catcher that time.
There you go. 6-2 Dowling with the lead. 4:20 to go. First quarter, Cedar Rapids, Washington with the basketball. Here's Westerfield with it. Alicia Onana is her first name, and gets the ball top of the key now to Samantha Becker. Samantha dribbles on the left block, and her shot underhand scoop shot against Zediker, no good. Rebound Ellie Muller. Zediker now in transition over to Katie Muller for 3. Good! Corner 3 in transition for Katie Muller. We saw that the other night against Lincoln. She has 5 points, and Dowling up 7, 9-2.
Yeah, she's perfect on her first 2 shots here, so that's a good start for her.
All right, here's Westerfield on the left corner. Now gets it up to the free throw line to Dubia. Now left wing to Lily Bell Barker. Barker leads the team in 3-pointers. Launches a 3 from the top of the key. No good. Rebound Olsen. Ole going coast to coast all the way down. Her shot up and it's blocked, but a foul called on Haley Becker, and 2 free throws coming for Olsen. And man, that's the first time I've seen Ole go coast to coast in a while, and she almost did it.
She lit out of there and got down there, but got fouled, so she's going to shoot 2 free throws.
Ellie Olsen, 5'10" senior, one of 3 captains on this Dowling team. And she'll have 2 free throws here. First one up, no good, too strong. We'll have one more. Tonight's game in the Iowa Catholic Radio Network, brought to you in part by Skeffington's Formal Wear, Mercy One, Fast Signs in Clive, and the Catholic Tuition Organization. A reminder, Iowa Catholic Radio is having their Spring Carathon going on this week, and pledge your support to Iowa Catholic Radio, as the second free throw didn't hit the rim, so it'll be out of bounds to Cedar Rapids, Washington. IowaCatholicRadio.com. You can pledge your support by going online. We appreciate that. Your donation is tax deductible. Alongside Mike Burkert, I'm Mark Amadale. 3:20 to go, first quarter. Dowling Catholic 9, Cedar Rapids, Washington 2. Warriors in the front court. Here's Haley Becker. Swings it left wing over to Lily Bell Barker. Now they work it inside and then they throw it away. But Dowling throws it right back. Underneath, a shot blocked that time as Jayla Strong, who just checked in the game, had her shot blocked by Ellie Muller. And we have a whistle and a foul on Dowling, apparently. And they're going to have Macy Harnden, who just checked in on that last timeout. 5'3" senior with the foul. Non-shooting. And that'll be the first foul on Dowling. Out of bounds play for the Warriors. And a nice, well-done job by Westerfield as she gets open on that. Had a nice screen set up at the high post that got her open, Mike.
They did. That was a nice out-of-bounds play that they had there.
And now here is Zediker with the left-hand little scoop shot on the left side of the lane. It's no good. Rebound comes out to Cedar Rapids, Washington. And now the pass by Haley Becker, stolen away by Ellie Muller of Dowling. And now Ellie goes in the backcourt, but it was tipped by Wash. So here is Macy Harnden with it in the front court with 2:30 to go. Katie Muller underneath to Olsen. Layup good! Katie Muller was smothered. She had 3 gals around her, Mike, and found Olsen with a great pass.
She threaded the needle on that one, and very nice pass by her.
Olsen with her first 2 points. Maroons lead 11-4. Now underneath, Westerfield shot no good, partially blocked by Olsen. Rebound Dowling and Ellie Muller. Fast-paced game to start things off. The winner goes to the state tournament next week. Dowling in transition, traveling on Katie Muller. As Tritton back in the lineup for Dowling, she'll replace Ellie Olsen.
Dowling's backed off with a full court man. For a while they're just guarding Becker full court and dropped off everybody else. It looks like the scouting report is that they're going to let number 50, I think she's gotten the ball at the top of the circle and nobody's gone out to guard her, so they're kind of playing back in the lane on whoever guards her.
Yeah, Haley Becker you're referring to, number 50, and she's made 2 threes on the year, so yep. She has it now, and Ellie Muller will let her shoot. Now she passes it over to Lily Bell Barker. Now back out to Becker for 3. It's no good. Rebound Zediker and Dowling. Minute 35 to go. 11-4 Dowling over Cedar Rapids, Washington.
First, just when we say she's not going to shoot, then she shoots a 3.
Yeah. Now Washington again forced the turnover, then Dowling gets it back. Here's Zediker with it out to Harnden for 3. It is partially blocked and a foul called on Westerfield, and that'll be her first. And we're seeing both teams, when they get the ball in a turnover, they're right there to get the ball back. So we've seen both teams kind of hang in the backcourt for that opportunity.
Both teams are anticipating that initial outlet pass, and they're doing a nice job of that. So
first free throw good by Macy Harnden. Macy 1 for 2 on the season at the free throw line, headed to Loris next year. Second free throw good. This is a 3-shot free throw as she was behind the line. Substitution now, Tashi Fields, 5'5" sophomore, coming in for Cedar Rapids, Washington, wearing number 22. So we've seen Tashi Fields and Jayla Strong, a 5'1" sophomore. Second free throw no good, or rather third free throw no good. So Harnden goes 2 out of 3 at the line. Dowling leads by 9, 13-4 over Cedar Rapids, Washington. 65 seconds remaining, first quarter here at the Dowling gym. Here's Westerfield with it. Underneath, puts up a shot, no good. Partially blocked, rebound Dowling, and we're going to have traveling on the Maroons as both Ellie Muller and Zediker went up for the rebound, and they collided, and ended up being traveling on the Maroons. Now the Warriors will substitute. They'll take Jayla Strong out, 5'1" Strong, and they'll insert in the lineup Sierra Dubia, the 6'3 sophomore. So they get a little bit more height here, does Cedar Rapids Wash. 50 seconds remaining. Becker has the ball on the left block, and she loses it. It's all set to gather the ball, and she dribbled it off her foot. It'll be Dowling basketball, 50 seconds remaining.
That was pretty good defense by Ava Zedeker there. They tried to get her. Becker posted up on the out-of-bounds play, and she contested the pass and, like you said, dribbled the ball off her leg when she got it.
Washington playing man-to-man. Now here's Harnden for three. Left corner, it's no good. Ball slapped around and in the hands of Cedar Rapids Washington. Samantha Becker comes away with it. She's wearing that brace on her right knee. Had ACL surgery last March after the season and didn't miss a beat. Was able to begin the season with the unit, with her first unit after rehabbing all summer. All right, shot clock turned off. 10 seconds remaining. Here's Samantha Becker. Leaves it for Westerfield. Down the lane she goes, looking for a ball screen, and she travels with the basketball as her teammate Dubia was setting a screen, but might have affected her drive to the basket. Now Zedeker, half-court shot at the horn is up and no good. And we've come to the end of the first quarter here at the Dowling Catholic Gym here in West Des Moines, Iowa. Glad you could join us. Tuesday night, girls regional final basketball in Class 5A. And at the end of one quarter of play, Dowling Catholic 13, Cedar Rapids Washington 4. Back in 1 minute along the Iowa Catholic Radio Network.
Married couples, have you ever considered abstaining from marital relations during the season of Lent? I'm Father Thomas J. Loya with a Theology of the Body moment for the Tabor Life Institute. Actually, this is a very ancient practice in the church during seasons such as Lent. St. Paul even spoke about it in 1 Corinthians chapter 7. The intent of this custom is not to say that body and sexuality are bad, but that they are good and holy. A good way to appreciate the value of something is to step back from it for a while and reapproach it anew. Abstaining also reminds us of one of the fundamental principles of the theology of the body. Celibacy and marriage are two sides of the same coin. An occasional and appropriate celibate dimension in marriage reminds us that we belong to God, and that marriage is simply a foretaste of the real thing to come in heaven. Understanding this will bring a lot of life and happiness to any marriage. To find out more about the theology of the body, visit taborlife.org. taborlife.org.
Back here at the Dowling Catholic Gym. Tuesday night, girls regional final basketball. The winners of tonight's 8 5A games will move on to the Girls State Basketball Tournament this coming Monday, March 3rd at Wells Fargo Arena in downtown Des Moines. Dowling to start the second quarter. Tritton in the lane and maybe one or two extra dribbles, and she lost it out of bounds. It'll be a turnover to start the second quarter here, Mike Burkert.
Yeah, they were patient. Got the ball inside, but it was just a matter of she just dribbled the ball off your foot, like you said.
Dowling unofficially 4 of 7 at the free throw line in the first quarter. Cedar Rapids Washington did not shoot one, and now the Warriors get loose underneath, and a shot up and good by Dubia. It's her first basket of the night. Sierra Dubia, the 6'3 sophomore, had a little bit of height, averaging 10.5 points, 9 rebounds, and a whistle and a foul on the Warriors. And they're going to whistle it on number 14.
That's her second.
Yeah, Alicia Onana Westerfield, and she'll go to the bench. So Coach James will sit her down and replace her with Gabby Pedroso, a third sub off the bench for the Wolves. Pedroso, a 5'6 sophomore. Dowling with the ball. Harnden with it on the baseline. Kicks it out to Zedeker for three. Good from the right wing. Becker couldn't rotate out in time, and Zedeker with her first 3 points of the night. And the Maroons' lead is now 11, their largest of the night, 16-5 Dowling. Nice rotation that time as Harnden now will check out, and Katie Muller back in, so Dowling back to their starting 5. If you haven't been following Dowling this year, they basically go through maybe a 6-player rotation. Now the Warriors inbound the ball. Pedroso tried to lob it inside to Dubia. It's deflected back to Pedroso. Now Becker with it. Haley with it. Gets it over at the free throw line. A shot up no good by Dubia. Rebound Dowling and Katie Muller. Outlet pass goes to Zedeker. Ava with it. And now she waits for her teammates to come back, and Dowling will start their offense here, leading 16-6. Now left elbow shot up and no good by Zediker. Rebound Samantha Becker and Cedar Rapids Washington. Becker goes all the way down and draws the foul. Olsen will pick up the foul, and free throws coming for Samantha Becker, who took a page out of Olsen's book earlier in the first quarter where she took it coast to coast.
That's right. She was very intent on getting that ball to the basket this time.
Samantha Becker, a 84% free throw shooter on the year. This will be the first free throws of the night for Cedar Rapids Washington. She misses the first free throw as Olsen will sit down and Harnden back in. Tonight's game on Iowa Catholic Radio brought to you in part by Construction Professionals, Bulls and the Flores, Ashworth Vision Clinic, and Blessman International. Second free throw no good, so Becker misses them both. Leads the team with an 84% free throw shooter. Now in transition, Katie Muller for three, top of the key, good. Her second three of the night, and she has 8 points, and Dowling now with a 13-point lead, their largest of the night, 19-6. And now back comes Cedar Rapids Washington with a shot in the lane, good by Dubia. That's her second basket all in the second quarter. Here's Katie Muller with it underneath to her sister Ellie, and a layup good. They overplayed Katie, and Ellie was open underneath and shoots from the left block. She has 4 points, 21-8 Dowling.
Yeah, she made a nice dribble move to get herself in position to get that pass to her sister.
Now the Warriors get the ball inside and draw the foul. Foul will be on Dowling. I think I'm going to get Tritton for her first. So Tritton and Olsen with fouls for the Maroons. Second team foul on Dowling here in the second quarter. One on Cedar Rapids Washington. 5:48 to go. Second quarter. Warriors have it. They inbound it to Lilybell Barker. Dribble handoff to Pedroso. Backdoor cut to Becker. Samantha with it. Now picks up her dribble and gets the ball out. They work it inside to Barker, and her shot up and good. Long way to do it, but it worked for Cedar Rapids Washington. Barker with the basket. That is her first points of the night. 21-10 Dowling. And now pressure in the back court. And nearly a steal by Cedar Rapids Washington. And Tritton comes back and burns them with the three. And a timeout Dowling. Layla Tritton with the three, and that got really careless. 24-10 Dowling by 14, their largest lead of the night. But Washington has really attacked the passing zones, and they're really anticipating you off the dribble, and the Maroons have had trouble with that tonight.
Yeah, they've done a really good job of scouting Dowling, it looks like, and they're trying to follow through on that defensively. But what we've seen in the first quarter has been similar to the last couple games Dowling has had, where Dowling shot 50% in the first quarter. Cedar Rapids Washington shot 13%. They were 2 out of 15. Dowling was 4 out of 8, but they were hit 4 free throws.
Do I dare ask what they were from three-point range, Washington and Dowling?
Dowling was 1 out of 4 in the first quarter. Washington was 0 for 3.
Okay.
But Washington's come back. They hit 3 out of their first 4 shots here, and if they'd hit those 2 free throws that Becker missed.
Well, they got Dubia involved now,
yeah,
and she's got a couple baskets in the post. Dubia, 6'3" sophomore. And she's going up against Ellie Muller. And now we're out of the timeout, and Washington in the front court. Cedar Rapids Washington with the ball, trailing 24-10. They get it inside to Dubia, and she's double teamed, and we got a jump ball. Nice job by Muller, and Tritton with backside help there. And it'll be Cedar Rapids Washington basketball.
Yeah, Dubia, it looks like if she can get the ball, make a quick spin move, if she's able to get up into Ellie, and get a shot off. But when she's real slow with that move, then she's been eating those basketballs back again.
And Cedar Rapids Washington trying to run another inbounds play, and they do a nice job of cutting to the basket, and it's a timing play, if you will. Dowling slaps that one out of bounds. With 10 on the shot clock, here's Becker with this. This is Haley Becker. Ball nearly stolen away by Zediker over to Samantha Becker. Now underneath to Dubia, and we got a whistle and a foul, and I believe Ellie Olsen will be the victim there.
We're going to get Ellie Muller for that one.
I'm sorry, Ellie Muller.
Yeah.
With her first foul.
Yeah, one thing that you can tell Cedar Rapids Washington is well coached, and they move very well without the ball and are constantly looking for that cutter.
Cedar Rapids Wash with the basketball. With it is Haley Becker. Gets the ball inside to Dubia. And now a cutter inside to Pedroza, and her shot no good. Foul on Dowling. The Maroons are starting to rack up fouls. Tritton with her second. And she becomes the first Dowling player with 2 fouls, and that'll get Ellie Olson off the bench. And we have a shooting foul, so free throws coming for Gabby Pedroza. A 43% free throw shooter on the air. Hits the first one. Nice game along the Iowa Catholic Radio Network, brought to you in part by Mercy One, Fast Signs in Clive, the Catholic Tuition Organization, and Skeffington's Formal Wear. And the second free throw by Pedroza is good. So one of the poorer free throw shooters makes both of them for Cedar Rapids Wash, and their best free throw shooter, Becker, goes 0 for 2. It's one of those nights.
Took the words right out of my mouth. I thought the same exact thing.
How does that happen? 24-12, Dowling by 12, 4:15 to go second quarter. Dowling with the ball. Ellie Muller for 3, good, right wing. They won't come out and guard her, and she made them pay. Ellie with her first 3 of the night. That's her 27th made 3 of the year, and she has 7 points. 27-12 Dowling.
Yeah, Dowling's hit 4 for 4 on the 3-point shots in the second quarter here.
Wins by 15, their largest lead of the night. And underneath Becker, her shot blocked out of bounds by Zediker. And it'll be 22 on the shot clock. And Coach James wants a timeout. We'll take it with them. We'll take a 1-minute break here with 3:52 remaining here in the second quarter. Dowling Catholic 27, Cedar Rapids Washington 12. You're listening to the girls Class 5A regional final from the Dowling Gym on Iowa Catholic Radio.
Support for programming comes from Klein Electric, a local family-oriented electrical contractor, a 100% employee-owned company with branches across the Midwest to provide comprehensive electrical services. Klein Electric is able to help with any residential and commercial project. Learn more at kleinelectric.com.
Fast Signs is a custom sign and visual solutions company with an extensive selection of digital signage, interior and exterior signs, banners, and vehicle wraps. Learn more at fastsigns.com. Thank you, Fast Signs in Clive, for your support of Iowa Catholic Radio.
Support for Iowa Catholic Radio is provided by Bozen the Florist. Valentine's Day, Mother's Day, weddings, whatever the message, say more with Bozen. Bozen.com. 515-244-ROSE. Bozen makes the moment mean more.
Support for Iowa Catholic Radio is provided by Skeffington's Formal Wear, in business since 1951, with locations in Des Moines, West Des Moines, Coralville, and Ankeny. Skeffington's Formal Wear, fitting you for life celebrations. Online at skeffingtons.com.
And we're back here at the Dowling Catholic Gym. Girls Regional Class 5A semifinal. Dowling 27, Cedar Rapids Washington 12. 3:50 to go in the second quarter. Here's a long 3, no good by Haley Becker. Offensive rebound put back by Dubia, no good for Cedar Rapids Washington. Rebound Dowling. 3 minutes, 40 seconds left in the first half. Mark Amadale alongside Mike Burkert. And now here's Harnden for 3 in the corner, and it's good. Macy Harnden, 21st made 3 of the year. She's got 5 points off the bench for Dowling. Maroons with full court pressure here, leading 30-12. Maroons by 18. The largest lead of the night.
5 for 5 now on 3-point shots here in the second quarter.
All right, here's Samantha Becker with it. Gets it to her twin sister, Haley Becker. Now they switch it over and get it to the free throw line to Dubia. And work inside, and the ball turned over. 3 minutes to play, and Maroons by 18 and the basketball. Olsen back in the lineup for Dowling to Zediker. With Tritton on the bench with 2 fouls for Dowling. Now coming off a ball screen at Zediker. Pull-up jumper, good. The basket will count, and a foul on Washington. Nice move by Zediker. She was off balance as she was fouled. And they're going to get Dubia with her second foul. So Dubia becomes the second player besides Westerfield to have 2 fouls.
And that's a big foul because she's been essential on their offense and their defense. As somebody to go through on offense and on defense to kind of anchor that middle.
And the first free throw up, and the and one is good. So Zediker with 4 points tonight completes the and one. And she has 6 points on the evening. Dowling 33, Cedar Rapids Washington 12. The Maroons by 21 with 2 minutes and 40 seconds remaining here in the second quarter from the Dowling Catholic gym. Glad you could join us tonight. Radio only. There's no live stream, and there's no live stream with our broadcast. Underneath Becker is Haley Becker. Her shot no good. Good defense by Olsen. Rebound Harnden. Macy in the front court gets it to Zediker. She's guarded by Samantha Becker. Zediker travels with the basketball, coming off a ball screen, and that was well hedged that time by Haley Becker, who got into the area where Zediker wanted to go.
Yeah, that was good defense. They on the switch there, well, on the switch, you're right, she hedged, and when she turned, she had nowhere to go. It was a nice play.
Cedar Rapids, Washington gives up just under 52 points on defense throughout the year. Dowling gives up 44.5 points. So this game will struggle to get to the 50 mark, I see. And now there's a bad pass. Jayla Strong in the lineup for Cedar Rapids, Washington, and her pass to Becker is thrown away. So it'll be Dowling basketball. Another turnover as we approach the 2-minute mark in the first half. Dowling by 21. 33-12 here, Mike.
Yeah, Dowling's had 10 possessions here in the second quarter and scored 20 points.
Pretty efficient.
Yeah, they've only missed one shot, actually.
And now here's Tritton back in the lineup. Long three, good. You could come off of that chair in front of us and go out there and shoot the three. My goodness, Layla Tritton with her second three of the night. She's got 8 points. 36-12 Dowling. Maroons by 24. And now top of the key for three. It's no good by Westerfield, who's back in there with 2 fouls. So both Tritton and Westerfield kind of gambling with 2 fouls each. As the coaches put him back on the court. And now backdoor cut layup good by Jayla Strong. Got a nice pass that time. Strong with her first 2 points.
Yeah, now that was a nice offensive set. And then they went backdoor and got a nice layup.
Now underneath here is Ellie Muller. Her shot up and good. And they had Westerfield at 5'7" guarding Ellie. And that's about a 6-inch differential. And Ellie shoots and scores for the Maroons. She's got 9 points here in the first half. 38-14 Dowling. Now underneath, Cedar Rapids, Washington, and that is Samantha Becker with the left hand and shoots and scores her 4th point, cutting the lead to 38-16.
Dowling put almost a flawless offensive first quarter.
Now, Maroons had the pass deflected into the hands of Cedar Rapids, Washington off the turnover. Here's Westerfield with it. Pull-up jumper, no good. Try to do it over Ellie Olsen. Ball tipped out of bounds, and they say it went off of Maddie Rice, who's in there for the Maroons. 5'8" junior come in. And the veteran there, Westerfield, slapped it off her body, and it'll be Cedar Rapids, Washington basketball underneath their own basket.
Until that last missed shot by Maddie Rice, Dowling was 9 out of 10 shooting in this quarter. 6 out of 6 from 3.
All right, final 30 seconds of the first half. Pull-up jumper, good. The call to 3 for Westerfield. That's her 5th point. Elisiana Westerfield, 5'7" sophomore, 3-pointer from the left wing. And it's 38-19 Dowling. Maroons going the other way. Ellie Olsen, her shot up and good. The basket will count, and that's Ellie Muller. And drawing the foul is Cedar Rapids, Washington with the foul, rather. And that'll be on Westerfield, and that'll be her 3rd. Ellie Olsen coming up with a sprained ankle, but she's going to stay in the lineup. And Maddie Rice will replace her, but Ole might have twisted her ankle on the play. For Muller, her 11th point. And a chance for an and one. Free throw good. 12 points for Muller. 10 seconds remaining. Full court pressure by Dowling. Samantha Becker in the front court. Now spins in the lane. Puts up a shot with the left hand. It's no good. Rebound Ellie Muller. We go to halftime with Dowling leading 41-19 over Cedar Rapids, Washington here at the Dowling Catholic Gym. The Maroons jumped out to a 13-4 lead to start the first quarter, and the Maroons doing very well here, leading at halftime 41-19. And just got a score report. I know we're all going to be looking for those scores, but over in Iowa City at Liberty High School, it's Iowa City Liberty leading at halftime 38-34 over City High of Iowa City. Liberty, the 1 seed in that region, and City High, the 2 seed. So a 4-point gain over there in Iowa City. We're going to take a 2-minute break. Matt Wilkham is our studio producer tonight, alongside Mike Burkert, I'm Mark Amadale. Our halftime score of this girls Class 5A regional final, it's Dowling Catholic 41, Cedar Rapids Washington 19. Back to the Dowling Gym in 2 minutes along the Iowa Catholic Radio Network.
Support for programming is provided by Construction Professionals, serving customers through a proven process, creating unique design, functionality, and artistic beauty. Construction Professionals is a Catholic family business built on a strong foundation. cpcustomhomes.com. Building a relationship with a primary care doctor is one of the easiest ways to stay healthy. Schedule your annual checkup with a Mercy One doctor so you're ready for what life brings next. Find care at mercy1.org/healthpowerslife.
This is Dale Ahlquist with a Chesterton Minute. Have you ever heard someone say that they could never be Catholic because the church is so narrow, so restricted and confining? G.K. Chesterton says, the Catholic Church is larger on the inside than it is on the outside. What does that mean? It means that becoming Catholic does not mean becoming something less, but becoming something more. It means that the prison is on the outside of the church, and the freedom is inside. It also means that the Catholic Church is larger than everything else. Even the whole creation, the drama of eternity is played out at every Mass. We are partaking in a banquet across time and space. The events, the concerns, the ideas that occur outside the church are always smaller than what happens inside the church. Want more than a minute? Chesterton.org.
I'm Father Thomas Loya, and this week on Light of the East on the Iowa Catholic Radio Network, hide not your face from your servant, for I am in distress. Answer quickly. Come close to my soul and redeem me. Let your saving help, O God, protect me. The words of fallen Adam and Eve as Lent now begins in the Eastern Catholic churches. Light of the East, Sunday mornings at 10:30 on the Iowa Catholic Radio Network.
All right, we're back here at the Dowling Catholic High School Gymnasium alongside Mike Burkert. I'm Mark Amadale. And our halftime score of this girls Class 5A regional final. It's Dowling Catholic leading 41-19. The Maroons jumped out to a 13-4 lead at the end of the first quarter and outscored the Warriors of Cedar Rapids, Washington 28-15 in that second quarter to lead it here at halftime. And Mike Burkert, I know you're still doing the calculator thing.
I got it.
I remember when I used to have to bring my own calculator, and now it's on our phone. So it's, we've evolved here in the many years of broadcasting here in Central Iowa, haven't we?
Yeah, it's taken me a while to figure out all the little buttons on my phone, though. So
that's awesome. Well, let's give our listeners, and we welcome our listeners from Cedar Rapids, along with here in Central Iowa, the Cedar Rapids Washington fans, ranked 15th, and the Dowling Catholic fans, ranked second here in Class 5A. What kind of numbers are you going to throw at us?
Well, in the second quarter, Dowling was 10 out of 12 shooting. Included in that was 6 of 6 from three-point range. So for the first half, there were 7 of 10 from the three-point range, which is 70%, and 14 of 20 overall, which is also 70%. So when you shoot the ball that well, it makes it really difficult on the other team. Dowling was also 6 of 9 free throws. Had 16, out-rebounded Washington 16-6. Now Dowling lost the turnover battle. They had 10.
In the first half?
Yeah, first half, whereas Cedar Rapids, Washington had 6.
Wow, because the Maroons come in averaging 12 turnovers a contest. Yeah. Cedar Rapids, Washington averaging 16. So those are high, but both teams, getting after it defensively.
Yeah.
Forcing that.
That's true. Washington in the second quarter shot better. They were 6 out of 15 after a 2 for 15 first quarter. But for the first half, overall, they're 8 out of 30, which is 27%. They're just 1 of 6 from the 3 and 2 of 4 from the free throw line. They're having a difficult time. I mean, they run through almost the entire shot clock before they get a shot off most of the time. And, when they lost their post kid, she took her out with 2 fouls.
Yeah, Dubia.
Yeah.
That changed the game a little bit.
Yeah, that didn't allow them to at least feed the post a little bit, whereas now it's just been more kind of weaving outside. they've had some very nice back cuts for baskets. And I think the second timeout that coach took was more, I think, for Becker was getting a little frustrated because she had gone in a couple times and gotten her shot blocked inside. And I'm not sure she's used to that a lot. And you could tell by the look on her face, she made mouth some words and was not happy, but it wasn't happy with the call, but just that she was frustrated, I think, more than anything.
Of course, we mentioned the pregame show. Mike had the statistics where Valley and Waukee have played Cedar Rapids, Washington. Dowling has not played them in 4 years. And since the Maroons advanced the state tournament back in 2021 is when last time Dowling played them. That was at their place in a regional final. But, yeah, you could tell it was one-sided games with both victories by Valley and victories by Waukee. And those are two teams Dowling has beaten 4 times this year. Not that it makes a difference, but just kind of a barometer of where you're at athletically and within the program. The Maroons have, I think, Dowling's demise will be foul trouble and turnovers. And you mentioned the turnover thing, but staying out of foul trouble, Olsen had to spend a lot of time on the bench. And you've got to keep that out. She has 2 fouls. And Layla Tritton had to spend time on the bench for Dowling. And then Olsen had the other foul. So that's just some reminder for the Maroons. Let's take a look at the scoring in the first half. We'll start with Cedar Rapids, Washington. They had 6 players in the scoring column in the first half. And they were led by Aliciana Westerfield with 5 points for the 5'7" sophomore who has 3 fouls at halftime. 4 points for Samantha Becker. 4 points for Sierra Dubia. And 2 points each for Lily Bell Barker, Gabby Pedroso, and Jayla Strong for the Warriors. And Haley Becker did not score in the first half, the other starter for Cedar Rapids, Washington, who ended up going 2 for 4 at the free throw line. For Dowling Catholic, the Maroons were led by Ellie Muller's 12 points, Layla Tritton with 8 points, 6 points for Ava Zedeker, 8 points for Katie Muller. Off the bench, Macy Harden with 5 points and 2 points for Ellie Olsen. Dowling went 6 of 9 at the free throw line. And, oh wow, we got a posy board full of scores, and Johnson leading Ames at halftime, 41-19. You don't know, okay?
That's us.
That's us. So no score for Johnson Ames. Okay. Waukee Northwest leading Ankeny 23-15 at halftime. Centennial leading Southeast Polk 29-15 at halftime. These are all regional Class 5A finals. Winners move on to the state tournament. In Eastern Iowa, Pleasant Valley leading Waukee 23-15. Cedar Rapids Prairie at the half leading Iowa City West 30-21. And we have Cedar Falls and Davenport North at halftime. Davenport North leading 20-14 over Cedar Falls at halftime. And we already gave you Liberty, Iowa City Liberty leading Iowa City High 38-34 at halftime. So we just got to get the Johnson score, right, Coach?
We tried. We couldn't find anything.
We'll have to look. But thank you, as we appreciate.
Send somebody up there, drive up there, check it out.
Yeah, well, they're not that far away. I'm going to see if I can find anything on their Twitter feed, which I'm sure they were going through. But Dowling here leading 41-19. Mike, we're going to take a break, come back for the start of the second half. We went through all those scores, and the teams are out here, and we've got about a minute on the clock. So our halftime score here at the girls Class 5A Region 2, and it's Dowling 41, Cedar Rapids, Washington 19. Back in 1 minute along the Iowa Catholic Radio Network.
Support for Iowa Catholic Radio is provided by Skeffington's Formalware, in business since 1951, with locations in Des Moines, West Des Moines, Coralville, and Ankeny. Skeffington's Formalware, fitting you for life celebrations. Online at skeffingtons.com.
Fast Signs is a custom sign and visual solutions company with an extensive selection of digital signage, interior and exterior signs, banners, and vehicle wraps. Learn more at fastsigns.com. Thank you, Fast Signs in Clive, for your support of Iowa Catholic Radio.
Father Boniface Hicks here, inviting all men to the Forge Conference in Des Moines on Saturday, March 1st, 8:30 a.m. to 3:30 p.m. Speakers include myself, Super Bowl champion Matt Burke, New York Times best-selling author Dr. Leonard Sachs, Damon Owens, Pete Burak, Bishop William Joensen, plus, of course, confession, mass, and some incredible brotherhood. Check it out, www.myforge.org, www.myforge.org.
Back here at the Dowling Gym, Maroons with the first possession of the third quarter and a pull-up jumper right elbow by Ava Zedeker as we came on the air is up and good, and Dowling out to a 43-19 lead as Maroons scoring on their first possession of the second half. Zedeker now with 8 points for the Maroons. Now Cedar Rapids Washington with the ball. Go ahead, Mike.
Oh, that was actually really good defense by Washington too.
That was late in the shot clock when they got the shot, and here's a reverse layup. Good underneath the basket by Samantha Becker. She has 6 points. 43-21 Dowling. Now underneath, little 2-on-1. Tritton's pass over to Olsen. She bobbled it, kicked it back out to Ellie Muller for three in the left corner. Good. Ellie Muller with her second three of the night. She's got 15 points. And the Maroons up 46-21.
7 straight threes Dowling has hit.
Wow, that's amazing statistics. And now at the free throw line, Dubia, the 6'3 sophomore, misses a shot. Down the other way, and they push it down. Tritton with a drive to the basket, and she is fouled underneath by Haley Becker. That'll be her second. And Tritton to the free throw line. I want to welcome all our listeners tonight, including some of the administrators from Dowling who aren't here. Mr. Miklo and Mr. Wilson working hard, and there's one that's home that's he's my partner on the football broadcast. Mr. Mainring is home, so I'm surprised he's not here. But, Matt, hope you and Lisa are enjoying the game and probably watching a movie while you're trying to listen to this. Second free throw by Tritton, no good. Offensive rebound, Muller. Ellie puts the shot up, and it's no good, and the rebound comes out to Washington. 9 points now for Tritton. With she went 1 for 2 at the free throw line. Dowling 7 of 10 at the line tonight. There's a long jumper, no good by Becker. Rebound Dowling and Ellie Muller. Here's Zedeker underneath. And finds Olsen. Now kicks it back out to Katie Muller. I'll tell you what, Washington is rotating with the ball. Now a corner three, good by Tritton. Layla Tritton with another made three. They're still going strong, and she's got 12 points here, Mike.
8 straight. It's not jinxing them at all.
Question. Layla Tritton with her 12th point. 50-21. Dowling by 29, their largest lead of the night with 5:30 to go here in the third quarter. The Warriors going right to left towards the south basket in their road blue uniforms with white numbers and letters. Dowling going to the north basket to our right with their home white uniforms with maroon numbers. Now the Maroons running, and here is Katie Muller tripped up by Haley Becker, and she'll go to the free throw line. The foul will be on Haley Becker, her third, and they're going to say out of bounds. So she was gathering herself to shoot, but she didn't. So good call there by our group here tonight. William Dotson, Chris Lynch, and Travis Carroll are three officials. As Warriors take out Dubia, they'll go to a smaller lineup. Dowling inbounds the ball. A brand new shot clock, and ball slapped out of bounds. Nice job by Haley Becker. Slapped the ball away from Zedeker right in front of us.
Yep. If we were sitting a little bit lower, we might have got a souvenir.
Yeah, that's why they're down there and we're up here.
It's a lot safer.
A lot safer. All right, here's Zedeker with it. 20 on the shot clock for the Maroons. 5 minutes to play. 50-21. Now a blocking foul on Becker, and this will be Hallie's fourth. So Hallie Becker with 4. Westerfield for Cedar Rapids, Washington with 3. And that'll get Dubia back in the lineup for her. So Hallie Becker will sit down with 4 fouls and no points. Zedeker gets the ball in to Katie Muller for 3, and her shot up off the back iron, no good. Ellie Muller with the rebound, gets it back to her sister. Corner 3, no good. And the rebound, Dowling and Tritton. And the ball saved from going out of bounds, now still on the floor, and picked up by Dowling. Long pass underneath the Tritton, layup is good. What a flurry we saw by both teams, and the Maroons came out on the better end with 14 points by Tritton. I want you to describe that. Saved by Becker, and now underneath. Dubia from the left block. The shot is up and good, but
it's one of those you say a lot of stuff just happened.
Well, Samantha Becker saved an errant pass by Dowling, and she saved it right into her teammate who lost it, and now Zediker back for a three-pointer. It's good. She's got 11 points. 55-23. The Maroons are raining threes. What, 12 in a row?
No, they missed 2 in a row there. Katie Muller missed 2 in a row.
So 12 out of 14-ish?
Yeah.
All right. So Becker saves the ball into the hands of her teammate who lost it, picked up by Dowling, and Zediker finally controlled it on a scrum on the floor and saw Tritton on a crossing route underneath the basket, threw it from half court.
It was a crossing route.
And a touchdown Dowling. Oh, that was his fault. Basket by Dowling. 55-23 Maroons. 3:48 to go. And now Maddie Rice for three in the corner. No good. Who's back in there? Rebound Cedar Rapids, Washington. Samantha Becker will dribble in the front court. 3:35 left to play here in the third quarter. Again, the winner moves on to the Girls State Basketball Tournament next week. And now a steal by Zediker. Ball was going in the high post, and now a charging foul on Zediker. And a great job at hustling back by Samantha Becker.
That's what that was. That was just plain hustle. I mean, you're down 32 points, and she just busted her tail to get down there and drew that charge.
So Ava Zediker picks up her first foul, and that is team foul number 1 on Dowling here in the third quarter. 3 on Cedar Rapids, Washington. Warriors with it, and now underneath, Pedroso in the lineup, and she tried to fire a missile into Samantha Becker, and it was knocked out of bounds off Dowling.
Again, that was actually a nice set that Washington had, and somebody got the tip of their finger on it there and tipped it away, or that would have been a layup.
All right, 15 on the shot clock. Samantha Becker gets it over in the corner to Lily Bell Barker. Now they work underneath to Dubia. Her shot with the left hand, no good over Ellie Moeller, and the rebound Ellie Moeller. 55-23 Dowling. Now in transition, here is Zediker for three, no good. Harnden with the offensive rebound, and Dowling has Harnden and Maddie Rice in the lineup with Katie Moeller and Olsen on the bench. Now taking the ball down the lane. Shot no good by Ellie Moeller. Foul before the shot. And this foul will be on Lily Bell Barker, and that'll be her first, as Katie Muller enters the lineup for Dowling, replacing Zediker. So Muller will inbound the ball. And Katie looking for a cutter. Gets it out to Tritton, right wing. Tritton underneath, gets to Maddie Rice. They reverse it out to Katie Muller. Top of the key for three, good! Katie Muller with her third three of the night, and she has 11 points, 58-23 Dowling, with 2:20 to go in the third quarter. Now underneath, and a shot deflected, or a ball deflected off Westerfield into the hands of Dubia, and Dubia shoots and scores, and she has 8 points for the 6'3 sophomore. This is a Washington team that's going to have everybody back there in Cedar Rapids next year. They dress 2 seniors who come off the bench. And now here's a steal by Westerfield all the way down. He has the ball knocked out of bounds by Maddie Rice. So Maroons getting careless with another turnover there, Mike, with 1:50 to play. And the running clock is in effect. Now we have a timeout called by Cedar Rapids, Washington. So we'll take it with them. 1:43 to go here in the third quarter. Dowling 58 and Cedar Rapids, Washington 25 here on Iowa Catholic Radio.
Support for Iowa Catholic Radio is provided by Bozen the Florist. Valentine's Day, Mother's Day, weddings, whatever the message, say more with Bozen. Bozen.com, 515-244-ROSE. Bozen makes the moment mean more.
Support for programming funded by Blessman International. We bring the good news of the gospel to South African children and their families through faith formation and locally sustainable programs. As the Fellowship of Christian Athletes location for all South Africa, our Sports for Christ complex provides student access to friendly competition where discipline and dedication are developed. Learn how you can support programs like Sports for Christ or experience the hands-on engagement of a mission trip at blessmaninternational.org.
Support for Iowa Catholic Radio is provided by Ashworth Vision Clinic. Complete eye exams, contact lenses, glasses, glaucoma testing, and urgent eye issues. 515-440-4610. AshworthVision.com.
We're back here at the Dowling Gym. It'll be Cedar Rapids Washington basketball. 58-25, Dowling with the lead. Final minute 40 of the third quarter. All right, here's Washington. A step back three. Up, good. That's Westerfield playing with 3 fouls. That's her 8th point of the night. 58-28, the lead to 30. Now here's Dowling with the ball. And now Tritton pull-up jumper, in and out, no good. Ball slapped around, and coming away with it is Samantha Becker. In transition, a shot blocked that time as Barker's shot is blocked by Dowling into the hands of Katie Muller. To Harnden underneath, her shot no good. And the rebound, Dubia of Cedar Rapids, Washington with a minute to play, and the Maroons up 30 here in the third quarter. All right, here's Samantha Becker, pull up three-pointer, good. Got a nice ball screen from Dubia and scores. Becker now with 9 points, 58-31 Dowling. Now reach-in foul on Jayla Strong as Macy Harnden was dribbling and committed the foul.
Kind of got caught there reaching in right directly in front of the referee.
It's not a good spot for it.
No.
15 foul on Cedar Rapids, Washington, so Dowling in the double bonus the final 35 seconds of the third quarter. Harden's first free throw no good. Macy tonight with 5 points. Tonight's game on the Iowa Catholic Radio Network brought to you in part by Fast Signs in Clive, the Catholic Tuition Organization, Mercy One, and Skeffington's Formal Wear. Second free throw is good. Harnden now with 6 points. She'll leave the lineup, and Ellie Olson will check back in. So Dowling will have Zediker, Katie and Ellie Muller, Tritton, and Maddie Rice into the lineup. Here's Becker with it. About a 1 second differential shot clock, and now a steal by Zediker all the way down. Pull-up jumper, good. She had to wait for the 2 defenders to go by her, and Ava did, and she shoots and scores her 13th point for Ava Zediker on that steal. 8 seconds remaining, shot clock turned off. Here's Samantha Becker with it. Becker has a shot blocked by Zediker. Now to Ellie Muller, and we've come to the end of the third quarter with that flurry on the floor with the score. Dowling 61, Cedar Rapids, Washington 31. Alongside Mike Burkert, I'm Mark Amadale, and we'll return to the Dowling Gym for the fourth quarter of this girls Class 5A regional final. Dowling 61, Cedar Rapids, Washington 31 on Iowa Catholic Radio.
Faith Check with Greg Ewell on the Iowa Catholic Radio Network.
I once spoke with a priest of a large suburban parish with thousands of members who told me that he could count on one hand the number of dinner invitations he had received over the past year from his parishioners. This shocked me, as I knew he was very busy with his ministry, and I assumed that he was frequently invited to homes and activities of his parishioners. Yet such was not the case. Indeed, it is easy to take our priests for granted. Our priests are men who have sacrificed everything, marriage, family, children, for the sake of the gospel. And yet they are but men, who like everyone need to be encouraged, welcomed, and loved. Let us find ways to involve them in the lives of our families. Let us pray for them that they will grow in the grace of God and be protected from the attacks of the enemy. And let us pray the Lord to send more priestly laborers into the harvest fields, so that the people of God might be sanctified, supported, and led in our earthly pilgrimage toward our Father's house. This is Greg Ewell for Faith Check.
KWKY Des Moines, KIHS Adel, KDVM Mason City, KCSL Spencer.
All right, we're back here at the Dowling Gym, underway in the fourth quarter. Cedar Rapids Washington inbounds the ball. Dowling leads at 61-31. Maroons with a 30-point lead. And now a turnover by Cedar Rapids Washington to start the fourth quarter. And the Maroons will make them pay. Corner three by Zediker is up and good. They didn't rotate out to get her and defend her. And Zediker with 16 points in this contest. Dowling shooting amazing from three-point range on the night. 64-31 Maroons. Now here's Westerfield in the front court. Now corner three, up and good. That is Jayla Strong. This 5'1" sophomore off the bench for her first three-pointer of the night. She has 5 points, 64-34. Now Zediker with it in the front court. Coming off a ball screen is Zediker. Off of Olsen. Their shot up and no good. And a whistle and a foul on Dubia. And on Sierra, that'll be her third foul, and free throws coming for Ava Zediker as they set that play up with Ellie Olsen with a ball screen right at the top of the key to get Ava loose, and she'll have 2 free throws here, Mike Burkert. As first free throw is in and out, no good.
Yeah, in the third quarter, Dowling cooled off a little bit. They only shot 57%.
Cooled off, huh?
And
second free throw, good. Go ahead.
Cedar Rapids Washington warmed up a little bit. They shot 40%. So, but Dowling, the three-pointers again, they were 5 out of 9 for the three-point range, and that's really tough.
All right, here is Dubia underneath. Kicks it out in the corner to Strong for three. It's no good. Offensive rebound to Lilybell Barker, and now a brand new shot clock for Cedar Rapids Washington. Becker's shot no good, and a shot up and a rebound shot good by Sierra Dubia. The basket will count and a foul on Dowling as they're going to get Katie Muller with her first foul. And Dubia will have a chance for an and one here. She has 10 points and a chance for one more. And the left-hander's free throw is good. 11 points for Dubia, a 54% free throw shooter on the year. Pressure in the backcourt. Dowling breaks it. Now Katie Muller for three. Good. Katie with 14 points, 68-37. And off that dead ball, Cedar Rapids Washington thought they could full court press, and the Maroons zigzagged and
shot
corner three. Corner three left side by Katie Muller.
I don't think when Cedar Rapids Washington got on their bus to come over, they were anticipating that Dowling was going to shoot the three this well.
68-37 Dowling, 5:45 to go, and they inbound the ball underneath the basket to Dubia. Her shot no good. Well defended by Ellie Muller, who gets the rebound. Outlet pass goes to her sister in the corner three, right side, good. One from the left, one from the right. This time in front of the Dowling bench, and 20 points now, or rather 17 points now for Katie Muller. That is her fifth three of the night. 71-37 Dowling, running clock in effect here in the fourth quarter. Now the pass goes out of bounds. And it'll be Dowling basketball as the clock runs.
Dowling's scored, 10 points on their first 4 possessions. 3 threes and a free throw.
Of the fourth quarter.
Fourth quarter.
All right. What's the turnover looking like? And now we've got I have a shot clock situation as Travis Carroll says, I think they got it all. Oh, they had got too many zeros up there. Got 29 minutes left. So they got to reset the clock. What did you get through all your stats there, Mike? I was wondering what the turnovers were through 3 quarters.
Through 3 quarters, Dowling has 12 and Washington 9.
All right, Dowling inbounds the ball right in front of us. And here's Zediker with it. I'll tell you what, Cedar Rapids Washington will defend you. Here's Katie Muller for three, good. She just had a seam and nails another three. Muller now with 20 points on the night. And that's her 4th three of the second half and her 6th three of the ball game. 74-37 Dowling with 4.5 to go, fourth quarter.
Yeah, I don't think they want to wake her up.
I guess not.
She's lights out.
And it's not that she's not working for her points. She's working hard off the ball. Now here's a shot on the right elbow, no good by Dubia. Ball hits the top of the backboard in the support wire. And now the Maroons are going to empty their bench. 4:01 to go. And Olsen and Tritton will stay in. Harnden in there for Dowling. Also in there for the Maroons will be Emerson Flattery, number 3, who has come in as an extra guard. And Katie Muller will stay in. Here's Tritton with it. 20 on the shot clock. Layla defended by Westerfield, and Westerfield commits the foul. That'll be her 4th. With 3:30 left to go here in the 4th quarter.
It was like it got to the point where you almost had to call a foul because they were kind of banging together 3 or 4 times before she reached in.
Well, the problem is the clock runs during all this substitution, which we're having now. Unless you're shooting a free throw, the clock will stop because we're at the mercy rule here. Yeah. 74-37 Dowling. All right, here's Harnden with it out to Tritton, top of the key. Layla dribbles, right elbow is cut off. Now back over to Katie Muller. Now to Harnden, or now to Tritton. Now to Muller with 20 on the shot clock. Under 3 minutes to play, 4th quarter. Back to Harnden. She dribbles in the lane. Tries to get it to Olsen, and it goes through her legs. Retrieved by Flattery. 10 on the shot clock. Tritton for 3. Up, good! Well, they let the shot clock run down, but it was worth it. Layla Tritton with her 17th point. And that is her 4th 3 of the night.
They're 5 for 5 in 3-pointers this 4th quarter.
Dowling by 40, 77-37. In the front court is Westerfield, playing with 4 fouls. Dribbles the left wing, 3-pointer up, good, right in front of the Cedar Rapids Washington bench over Tritton. Westerfield with her 3rd 3 of the night, and we've got a substitution timeout with 2:13 to go. 77-40 Dowling, and the Maroons are going to empty their bench. So the Dowling girls, Mike Burkert, you were on alongside for many of them, are going to advance to the Girls State Basketball Tournament for the 26th time in school history. And you were on the bench for what, 20 of them?
I'm not sure. I'll have to go back and think.
Well, here's your homework.
Oh, yeah, there you go.
All right, now substitutions in the ball game, and a steal by Cedar Rapids Washington. Becker in the front court. It's Samantha Becker who's fouled. And is it Rice or Flattery? We'll see what Chris Lynch says. And it's going to be on Flattery, her first. Emerson Flattery and Kate Clendenin came up after Christmas break on the Dowling roster. And now Becker will sit down, and she'll call tonight for Cedar Rapids Washington. She'll be back. She's a junior.
Yeah, she's a good ball player.
9 points tonight for Samantha Becker. Their leading scorer, averaging 17 points, held to 9.
Yeah, I mentioned at the beginning, if they were going to have a shot at this one, she'd need to have a big game, and Dowling did a nice job of defending her.
Kinsley McFarland in there, number 12 for the Warriors, has a ball underneath, and it's stolen away by Kate Clendenin. Gets it to Nellie Johnson, and Dowling with the ball. Minute to play. 77-40 is our score. Here's Sophia Anthony Bodie. They work underneath, and a shot by Maddie Rice with a left hand, good. Maddie Rice, the 5'8 junior, gets in the scorebook. 79-40 Dowling. Here's Tashi Fields in the front court and draws the foul. Foul will be on Flattery, her second of Dowling. They'll have a little presentation here after the contest as the Dowling girls are going to get their state tournament banner here in about 26 seconds. In the lane, the shot that rolls off the rim, no good by Strong. Rebound Dowling. Clendenin with it, pushes it up to Maddie Rice, and she has the ball tipped out of bounds off of Strong with 10 seconds remaining and the clock running.
Yeah, it's going to be over now.
Yeah, the inbounds pass is knocked away, and that'll do it. Dowling will advance to the Girls State Basketball Tournament next week. 79-40 the final. The Dowling girls punched their ticket to the Girls State Basketball Tournament. Congratulations to head coach Kristen Meyer Joel Danner, Audrey Faber, the assistant coaches, as Dowling punches their ticket with a 79-40 win over Cedar Rapids, Washington, who concludes their season with a record of 13-10, snapping a 6-game winning streak the Warriors had coming into tonight's game. For Dowling Catholic, the Maroons have won 7 in a row and now 15 of their last 16 games. And the Maroons now improve their record to 14-3 over top 15 teams in Class 5A with the win, 79-40. We're going to take a 2-minute break with our studio producer, Matt Wilkham, alongside Mike Burkert. I'm Mark Amadale, and we'll return with post-game activities. We'll hope to have interviews from some of the coaches and players that are headed to the Girls State Basketball Tournament for Dowling Catholic. The Maroons advancing for the 26th time in school history. Again, the final, Dowling 79, Cedar Rapids, Washington 40. And we'll return in 2 minutes along the Iowa Catholic Radio Network.
Support for Iowa Catholic Radio is provided by Ashworth Vision Clinic. Complete eye exams, contact lenses, glasses, glaucoma testing, and urgent eye issues. 515-440-4610. AshworthVision.com.
Thought of the Day with Monsignor Frank Bagnano.
Benjamin Franklin once said, "Remember not only to say the right thing at the right place, but to leave unsaid the wrong thing at the tempting moment." Look at yesterday. Did you have the courage and diplomacy to say the right thing at the right place? You probably did. Did you have the prudence and self-discipline to leave unsaid the wrong thing at the tempting moment? Hopefully, yes. Be courageous, be diplomatic. Say the right thing at the right place, and the prudence and the self-discipline to leave unsaid the wrong thing at the tempting moment. You'll be happier, and so will other people. They will appreciate it. And that is today's Thought of the Day.
Support for Iowa Catholic Radio is provided by Bozen the Florist. Valentine's Day, Mother's Day, weddings, whatever the message, say more with Bozen. Bozen.com. 515-244-ROSE. Bozen makes the moment mean more.
Fast Signs is a custom sign and visual solutions company with an extensive selection of digital signage, interior and exterior signs, banners, and vehicle wraps. Learn more at fastsigns.com. Thank you, Fast Signs in Clive, for your support of Iowa Catholic Radio.
Support for Iowa Catholic Radio comes from Mercy One. We all want to live our best life. That's why Mercy One offers compassionate, personalized care when and where you need it. Schedule online at mercyone.org.
And welcome back to the Dowling Catholic Gym here in West Des Moines alongside Mike Burkert. Mark Amadale as we total up the scoring. And congratulations to the Dowling girls basketball team for the 26th time they have punched their ticket to the Girls State Basketball Tournament, Class 5A. That'll be Dowling playing on Monday, March 3rd. We'll be courtside with them. Not sure of the time, but they do start at 10 o'clock, and the last 5A game is at 3:15. So it'll be one of those 4 times. And I know, Mike Burkert, since you are formerly retired, that'll cut into your retirement system that you have down pat, I'm sure, for whatever you do on Mondays during retirement. Of course, that's not 5 days a week, but 7 days a week you're retired, correct?
Yeah, kind of do that. Whatever days end in Y.
It's in a Y, that's absolutely. So pictures being taken on the floor, and we'll hopefully catch up. We'll have one more segment here. We'll take a break. I want to thank Matt Wilkham for sitting in tonight. I hope Roman's feeling better. Roman normally will work the board, but feeling under the weather. And we'll have some post-game here as the game went to the running clock with Dowling winning 79-40. The Maroons outscored Cedar Rapids, Washington 21-12 in that fourth quarter. 21-12 in the fourth quarter to win it 79-40. So, Mike, you got all your stats polished off?
Yeah, I think.
I know some of the fans are wondering about some of the numbers,
everybody's looking over our shoulders to see what the shooting percentage was.
Well, you've got that. You got the answer to everybody's question.
I do.
Go ahead.
Yeah, for the Dowling, probably if you want to do a save a film to show offensive execution, this would be a good one to show. And they shot the ball extremely well. For the game, they were consistent. I don't think I've seen this before. They were 14 of 20 in the first half, 14 of 20 in the second half.
That is, what are the odds of that happening?
So us math majors can say that's 70% in the first half and 70% in the second half.
Yeah, that's right.
And three-point shooting, they were 7 of 10 in the first half. They were 10 out of 14 in the second half, 17 of 24, which is 71%.
That's pretty good numbers.
And even from the 2-point, it's 11 out of 16. I didn't do the percentage, but that's pretty good percentage for 2 points too. So, compared to Cedar Rapids, Washington shot was 16 of 51 overall, 31%. Dowling out-rebounded them 23 to 10, and turnovers were 13 for Dowling, 12 for Cedar Rapids, Washington. I think it was just a matter of Dowling came out and just shot lights out, and you hope you can save a few of those. Wells Fargo's a different atmosphere. The walls are a little farther out than about.
A little bit more open space.
A little more open space. A little bigger court.
Yeah, instead of a 2,500 seat gym, you're going into a 14,000 seat arena.
Yeah.
So yeah, a little bit that changes.
But at the same time, they look like they've got really good form on their shots. They got nice open shots off their offense, and they should walk into this. They should run down to Wells Fargo because of the confidence level that they're playing. They should want to play tomorrow, the way they were shooting.
Well, they'll play on Monday, so they'll have to get almost a few days off, and that'll be fine. Let's take a look at the scoring in this contest. First of all, for the visitors from Cedar Rapids, Washington, the 15th ranked Warriors conclude their season with a record of 13 wins and 10 losses, and our thanks to head coach Chris James in his 10th year there at Cedar Rapids, Washington. Just won his 100th game here a few games ago in his career there, so what a job he's done. And they had a 6-game winning streak snapped by the Maroons. They were led in scoring tonight by two players with 11 points, Elisiana Westerfield and Sierra Dubia with 11 points each. Samantha Becker, their leading scorer, averaging 17 points, held to 9 points tonight. 5 points for Jayla Strong off the bench for the Warriors. Gabby Pedrozo with 2 points off the bench. Lilybell Barker, averaging 11 points, held to 2 points tonight. And Haley Becker did not score, another starter for the Warriors, as they went 3 of 5 at the free throw line. Now for Dowling Catholic, the Maroons had 4 players in double figures, led by Katie Muller with 20 points. And Katie knocked down 6 3-pointers, 4 in the second half, 2 in the first half for her 20 points. 17 points each for Ava Zedeker and Layla Tritton. Zedeker on the night with 3 3-pointers, and Tritton with 4 threes for their 17 points each. 15 points for Ellie Muller, and she knocked down 2 3-pointers for the 6-2 post player for the Maroons. Rounding out scoring for Dowling, off the bench, Macy Harnden with 6 points. Ellie Olson, a starter, 2 points. And 2 points for Maddie Rice. Kate Clendenin, Emerson Flattery, along with Nellie Johnson and Sophia Anthony Bodie did not score in the contest. Dowling 9 of 15 at the free throw line. And we're looking for an interview there, Coach. So, okay, we're visiting with Coach Danner. And
here, I'll let you talk to him.
Well, we
figure out logistics here. Oh, he's coming. Okay.
He's going to come up. He can make his way up here. Jeez. we're locked in as.
I will tell you, nobody came over to look at us at all. Were they going to be there? Oh, we didn't.
No, we didn't know that. Bring them back. We'll put you on. Joel Danner now joining us, and that's what Donahue and who else came with him?
I think it's supposed to be Jonathan.
Yeah, we were.
Vanderwaal. Okay.
We're going to hear about that.
Oh my goodness. Well, we had enough of Donahue for one game. Remember, he subbed a game.
Yeah.
Coach Danner, thanks. Congratulations.
No, thank you. Nice job.
Congratulations.
26 times in school history you're part of. This guy's been adding up how many times he was on the bench.
Wow.
20-some times, and you've got the rest.
Well,
I think we've
got 8 out of 9.
We got you both covered. There you go.
8 out of 9. So, yeah, pretty good run right now.
Was this shoot the 3 if you're open? I mean, what a night. What'd you have him, Mike?
17 out of 24.
Seriously, yeah. I knew we didn't miss very many, but they were giving us open shots.
Yeah.
You know, we've got great shooters. We've talked about that last game. You can't take away one because someone else is going to knock shots down tonight and kind of spread the wealth around. I think we ended up with, 4 girls right around 16 to 20-point range. So we'll take that. We'll take that any night we can.
No question. And, again, we're visiting with Joel Danner, one of the Dowling assistant coaches, following the Maroons 79-40 win over Cedar Rapids, Washington. Boy, he got off to a great start. Led 13-4 at the end of one quarter, but they were scrappy. Mike had you in double figures in turnovers. Was it the first half or first quarter, Mike? But they were causing all sorts of problems.
It was the first half. We came out. First couple minutes, actually, I thought we were pretty sloppy with the ball and just did just fundamentals in terms of rebounding, passing. We had 2 straight turnovers there that, we don't characteristically do. Okay, but I think a little bit of jitters, and I think we worked that out, obviously, as the game wore on. But that's something that we're going to have to focus on as we prepare for next week. And we have to have a strong start, and you can't come out and do that against a better ball club.
Visiting with Joel Danner, Dowling assistant girls basketball coach, following Dowling's win 79-40. The Maroons will take a record of 20-3 into the girls state basketball tournament on Monday. Don't know if you got the early game at 10 or the late game at starts at 3:15, but we know what you're playing on Monday.
Yep.
Either morning or mid-afternoon.
Playing on Monday, we know that. Opponent yet to be determined, but it looks like it's 2 close games that are going on right now. I just saw both the games that we were watching at 1 point with under a minute left, so it'll be interesting to see some of those outcomes of those games. But yeah, we'll be ready. We'll take tomorrow off, then we got 4 days of practice, and our girls will be ready. We'll get the scout done, tonight, tomorrow morning, and put everything together, figure out what we want to add, take away, and the girls will be ready to go.
No, hide the turnovers. That's the thing, and stay out of foul trouble. Mike Burkert?
I'll say, knowing you've got a scouting report on, let's see, how many teams are playing tonight? 16. You probably have a scouting report. We already saw the Cedar Rapids Washington one. You probably have a scouting report, a skeleton one at least, of the other 14 teams.
I've got 4 that I've almost done with, and the other 10 I've got an idea. So I'm working on them. This last couple of weeks in school, I don't know how much instruction's gotten done, but a lot of basketball tape watching's gotten done.
A lot of movies, huh?
A lot of movies.
A lot of movies. A lot of in-class movies. Well, 2 teams going at each other are some CIML teams, Southeast Polk and Ankeny Centennial, waiting on the score there. Another one had Waukee Northwest and Ankeny. So those are 2 teams that you could see. But on the bottom of the bracket, I think that's what Johnson and Dowling are looking at. You're going to probably get a 7th seed or thereabouts. Yep. And right now, Iowa City Liberty and City High, I've got a buddy there at the game, and he just gave me an update. 72-55 Liberty.
Wow.
And that Ramsey girl hit for 40 for Liberty. Dang. So that could be a potential opponent for Johnson. But if another team got upset, that would push them to Dowling playing Liberty potentially.
Yeah, and that's one team that I've done very little scout on, but they've had a nice season. I mean, they're a 15-16 win ball club, and they've done a nice job the last few years of progressively getting better. So, that's, again, we'll be ready for whoever we play. I mean, our girls will regain focus. We'll do what we need to do. We'll come back, get some guys in practice, and continue to get better, working on the fundamentals. And I think you'll see our girls will give a full effort come Monday, no matter what happens or what our opponent is.
We're visiting with Joel Danner, Dowling assistant coach. He, along with Audrey Faber, the 2 assistant coaches, and talk about the preparation for this. You played Saturday night. One big over Lincoln, and then you're awaiting the opponent. We found out with Cedar Rapids, Washington, and they were in a dogfight with Bettendorf. Matter of fact, when we was wrapping up here, we got done so early that they were not yet completed, and they came from behind in Washington to defeat Bettendorf. I think that's the only time those 2 teams met. So talk about the preparation from Saturday night to tonight with preparing for the Cedar Rapids, Washington team, and well coached by Coach Chris James and his group.
Honestly, we went as a staff, went back, watched the 3 previous games, and then we picked one from before Christmas break just to see what kind of adjustments they have made throughout the year. And from that point, defensively, probably more me. So defensively, just looking at different sets, different actions, and we did pretty good job of just trying to put their actions together, and in terms of not just really focusing on a lot of sets, but what their top 3 or 4 different actions that they wanted to do, and we worked on that. And defensively in practice, offensively we made a couple of tweaks in terms of some set plays, zone things, but we really didn't use them tonight. I mean, those are things that we're going to continue to work on and tweak as the state tournament approaches next week. But just a lot of communication between the staff, trying to get that information communicated in the right way to the girls. We had them watch a lot of individual shots from what Cedar Rapids Washington girls, who they were going to be guarding. So we spent a lot of time with them. They had clips that they were responsible for watching in terms of the girl they were going to guard. They then just kind of formulated the scouting plan. And our biggest thing was we knew we had to rebound, and we thought we could beat them in transition. And I think both of those probably came through tonight.
It certainly did. And boy, when you got down court, spaced out very well. We know Katie Muller found her spot, so did Ava and whoever else, and ball rotation was tremendous. And I thought Washington played at times pesky defense. They made the extra pass, and as Mike alluded to, sometimes you got shots late in the shot clock. That's a testament to kids sticking to it.
Yeah.
But Washington's defense tonight.
Yeah, no, they did a nice job. We normally don't go that late in the shot clock, so that was a little bit different for us in terms of trying to make sure that we run our offense for 35 seconds. And that's something we kind of been working on the last week and a half too, is trying to work longer possessions offensively in practice just to get the girls used to that. I wasn't sure if that was going to be something that would happen tonight, but it worked out. And we can't panic. We can't hit that 10-second mark and then just, all right, now Ava's got to throw something up there. So, tonight they all did a nice job of making the extra pass or a second extra pass, and then we got that wide open 3 on the backside because the rotation was a step slow, and our girls knocked those shots down. So things like that are things that we focus on in practice and try to prepare for it each day, and and things like that are going to pay off for us in the long run.
All right, we're visiting with the head coach or assistant coach Joel Danner of the Dowling girls basketball team following Dowling's win tonight over Cedar Rapids, Washington, 79-40. And Mike, I'll let you take this. We might have a score update.
Yeah, I know in watching Washington, they really took the ball to the basket. They were very patient. They had a lot of back cuts. I mean, you could tell they were a very well-coached team, and you had to be disciplined. So I'm sure that's when you talked about your preparation was being disciplined defensively, because you talked about offensively. Okay, you had longer possessions on offense, but you also had many longer, and that's what teams are going to do to you because of your offensive capabilities. They're going to try to shorten the game.
Yes, and that was honestly the biggest thing I probably wrote in the scouting report is they were probably the best team that we were going to play in terms of making that basket cut or the back cut or a pass into the post and the girl from the weak side cutting hard to the basket. And they probably got 3 or 4 made layups off of those. I mean, they got us back door on Ava a couple times. They got a middle lane cut and got some layups. And number 4 for them was a nice player. She went to the basket. She made some nice cuts and hit a couple tough shots in the lane. But that was definitely an area that we talked about in terms of making sure that we stay in front of them, not letting them cross our face. You're going to give up some of those just because, I mean, it's just going to happen throughout the course of a game. You'd like to say discipline for 32 minutes, but not going to happen.
All right, we got an update from one of the coaches. Was that Vanderar?
That was Greiner, Logan Greiner.
Logan came up. And, well, the winners are all the number 1 seeds tonight. And we haven't got anything official from Johnson. For some reason, they can't track them. Johnson was taking on Ames tonight just up not too far from us. But the winners were Dowling, Johnston, we think, Waukee Northwest, Ankeny Centennial, Cedar Rapids Prairie, Pleasant Valley, Davenport North, and Iowa City Liberty. If this holds true, Liberty will take on the number 1 seed Johnston, and Dowling will have Davenport North with their 2 Division I players. So I'm sure you've got a scouting report on that, Coach Danner, and that'll be at sometime on Monday. We don't know the times yet.
Right. No, that's my main scouting report that I've been working on. I figured that they would probably be the team that would come out of there. I was talking with one of the assistant coaches earlier today, or tonight before our game. It's like you never know with those 2 players what they're going to be able to do offensively or defensively. I mean, they can both go off for 25, 30
right.
At any given time. And they're both high Division I basketball recruits, and then they got a third player that can do a little bit of scoring. So, defensively, Divine's going to be out there. She's tall at 6'1". She's going to cause some problems on the perimeter in terms of passing lanes. So we'll have to be ready for them. They're going to. I mean, we played what? Did we play them 2 years ago?
Yeah,
2 years ago. Yeah. So
I remember when I talked to Coach, he was wanting a place to eat downtown. I said, here, try this place called Spaghetti Works, which is now closed.
Yes.
He went there, and I saw him before the game, and he says, you know what? Even though we're playing you tonight, that was a pretty good place to eat. And so we got him in there, and his party of 30, I think it was. He had 25, 30 kids and the support staff, and enjoyed it. But Dowling got the win, so I did my part.
You helped us out.
I
there.
did my part.
So we know they're going to be a formidable opponent. So we'll get ready for them, and they're going to be ready for us. Like I said, you got those two players that can just take over a ball game. So.
All right. Well, Coach, thanks for coming up. Go celebrate with the team. I know you're off pictures and banners, and isn't that nice?
It's a good feeling for the girls.
And, win number 20 in a very tough league. You go 20-3 during the regular, to the state tournament. And you look at those 3 losses. Well, 2 are from the defending champs, who, by the way, won their 49th straight game, I believe.
Yes.
Isn't that the Johnson Dragons? And one game, a loss out of state in a tournament that prepares you for this.
Yeah, and that's why we play those teams in Minnesota. I mean, 3-time defending state champions. So, yeah, you'll take that loss. You don't want it, but you'll take it. And it's obviously made us a better ball team.
All right. Well, we'll see you courtside on Monday. How's that?
Sounds great.
Joel Danner.
Sounds great.
Joel Danner joined us here. Appreciate him, Dowling assistant coach. And we're going to take our final break of the night. We'll take a 1-minute break alongside Mike Burkert, Mark Amadale. Final from the Dowling Gym. Dowling girls punching their ticket to the state girls basketball tournament on Monday with a 79-40 win over Cedar Rapids, Washington. We'll take a 1-minute break and return for final comments here on the Iowa Catholic Radio Network.
Support for programming is provided by Construction Professionals, serving customers through a proven process, creating unique design, functionality, and artistic beauty. Construction Professionals is a Catholic family business built on a strong foundation. CPCustomHomes.com.
Support for Iowa Catholic Radio comes from the Catholic Tuition Organization. Reduce or eliminate your Iowa income tax and instead give to the Catholic Tuition Organization and receive 75% Iowa tax credits. These tax credits are going fast, so reserve yours today and learn more about the Catholic Tuition Organization at ctoiowa.org. ctoiowa.org. The bottom line, it's for the kids and their futures.
Catholic Tuition Organization, a great investment in our kids.
Support for programming funded by Blessman International. We bring the good news of the gospel to South African children and their families through faith formation and locally sustainable programs. As the Fellowship of Christian Athletes location for all South Africa, our Sports for Christ complex provides student access to friendly competition where discipline and dedication are developed. Learn how you can support programs like Sports for Christ or experience the hands-on engagement of a mission trip at blessmaninternational.org.
All right, welcome back to the Dowling Gym alongside Mike Burkert, Mark Amadale, and we have final scores from most of the games going on in Class 5A. Here it was Dowling advancing over Cedar Rapids, Washington, 79-40. The Maroons, we believe, will face Davenport North, which is out of the 7th seed in the tournament. Davenport North tonight, a winner in their contest over Cedar Falls, 48-46, probably the closest game of the 5A finals. It was Ankeny Centennial defeating Southeast Polk for the third time this year, 42-37. Centennial advances to the state tournament. Congratulations, Scott DeYoung. It was Johnston defeating Ames. That is a final, 76-40. Johnston with the win, and they'll go back to the state tournament to defend their title. The Johnson Dragons have won 48 in a row, make it 49 in a row going into the state tournament. Other finals tonight, Iowa City Liberty defeated Iowa City City High 72-55, and it was Waukee Northwest and Sam Powell advanced to the state tournament. No seniors on that group. 43-37, Waukee Northwest defeated Ankeny, and it was Pleasant Valley defeating Waukee 47-37. And congratulations to them. And last one we had was Iowa City West and Prairie, and there's not a score on here, but we know that Prairie won by around 20 points. So if the state tournament goes through like we think, would they bracket these 1 versus 8, 2 versus 7? It'll be Dowling and Davenport North, 2 teams that met 2 years ago at the Girls State Basketball Tournament, as Coach Danner mentioned there earlier, Mike Burkert.
Yep, and when I did my research today, I looked at, they already have the pairings for, I think, the 3A, I think.
Yes, the other classes are done, yeah.
Yeah, the way they had it set up, the number 2 seed was playing that third game.
Okay.
So that'd be the 1:30.
That would be the 1:30 game on Monday, if that's...
We'll see if my prediction's correct.
If that goes, but nonetheless, we will be there on Monday, courtside. Now, remember, you got to sit with the media area.
Yeah.
Last time you were there, you were sitting with the coaches area, and you have coached at Wells Fargo, right? Were
yes.
you? Yeah.
Yes.
Okay. I
a
thought
number
so.
of times.
Yeah.
Yep.
Well, I didn't know if the old barn, I going way back, you coached at Vets Auditorium, and
well, a
lot of memories.
Dowling played the last high school game.
At Vets Auditorium.
Vets Auditorium.
And we played cross court.
We played cross court.
That's when Wilkinson locked his keys in his car. We had to go get the backup keys all the way to Johnson, which at that time was near Saylorville Lake somewhere. And but that was all good. I have a memory of me that night.
Yeah.
And it all worked. And you guys all left him. It was just me. So.
Oh, we probably took a bus.
Probably. Yeah.
He made us probably ride the bus back.
All right. Well, again, Dowling girls advance. We thank Joel Danner, the assistant coach, for joining us, along with Kristen Meyer and Audrey Faber, and all the kids out there. They're all taking pictures and enjoying this as the Maroons qualify for state in girls basketball for the 26th time. That'll wrap up our broadcast. Our thanks to Matt Wilkham, our studio producer, Mike Burkert. Thanks to you. We'll see you Monday at the girls state tournament. You're saying 1:30. We'll see, but we'll be there no matter what, and we'll have that on our social media. But, Coach, thanks for joining us tonight. Appreciate it.
Thank you, Mark, and congratulations to the Dowling girls team and also for Cedar Rapids, Washington. They played hard.
Absolutely, and hats off to Chris James and the Cedar Rapids, Washington Warriors as they close out their year with a record of 13-10. And they've got all their top rotation in, their top 5, 7, all 8 players back next year. So keep an eye on Cedar Rapids, Washington. All right, that'll wrap it up here from the Dowling Gym. Our thanks to everybody involved, Athletic Director Tom Wilson, all the folks behind the scenes, Colleen Webb, Jared Herring, and, of course, we appreciate all our supporters and business underwriters of Iowa Catholic Radio. Reminder, Iowa Catholic Radio is having their pledge drive all this week, and during the day you can call in your pledge, but right now you can do your pledge online with an online donation at iowacatholicradio.com. Just hit that pledge button, and your gift is tax deductible. We appreciate all your support and our underwriters and our supporters of Iowa Catholic Radio. Our thanks to head coach Chris James of Cedar Rapids, Washington, and head coach Kristen Meyer of Dowling Catholic for their preparation. Our next broadcast will be this Friday night here on Iowa Catholic Radio. Boys Class 4A Sub-State Semifinal, Cedar Rapids West Waterloo, who defeated Cedar Rapids Washington boys on Monday. It'll be West Waterloo and Dowling. Friday night, we'll be on the air at 6:45 Friday. Tip-off 7 o'clock from the Dowling Gym, as Jimmy Cataldo will join me for that broadcast, so keep that in mind. For my broadcast partner, Mike Burkert, I'm Mark Amadale. Again, the final score for the final time, Dowling 79, Cedar Rapids Washington 40. The second-ranked Maroons will head to the Girls State Basketball Tournament on Monday, and we'll be there with them, and we'll keep you updated. Probably during Friday's game, the boys' game, we'll mention that schedule. For our studio producer, Matt Wilkham, this is Mark Amadale, and from all of us with the Iowa Catholic Radio Network, have a safe and blessed, faith-filled evening.
Coverage of Dowling Catholic sports is underwritten by Ashworth Vision Clinic, Construction Professionals, Mercy One, Blessman International, the Catholic Tuition Organization, Fast Signs in Clive, Skeffington's Formal Wear, and Bozen the Florist. Please support the businesses that underwrite Iowa Catholic Radio. The preceding has been a Dowling Catholic Sports presentation on Iowa Catholic Radio.